Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First, let me introduce myself. I'm Azanur. I am from English Postgraduate Department, University of North Sumatra. And at this time, I want to present my paper with title Language Endangerment of Mandailing Language on Mandailingnese Family in Medan. I will introduce to you about Mandailing language and also language endangerment. Mandailing language is a vernacular of Mandailingnese tribe in Indonesia, especially in North Sumatra. Besides its function as the communication tool, it also is a symbol identity of Mandailingnese ethnics. Referred to the language is as strong as people regard themselves as social group, which is influenced largely by how the larger society regards them. Language must be maintained because language shows the identity of the language users. Its Holmes 2001 state that word language is considered as the important symbols of a minority group's identity. The language is likely to be maintained longer. And then, Medan, as the capital city of North Sumatra, is multi-ethnic and multilingual city face such language phenomenon. As Sirigar 1998 stated that Medan is multi-ethnic city, it competes among other vernacular are rarely used by young generations of Indonesia. For example, Mandailing language is only used in limited areas such as rural area. Mandailing language is rarely used by young generations of Mandailingnese in Medan. From the research, the problems of the study are: what are influence the endangerment of Mandailing language in Medan? How is the endangered language of Mandailing language on Mandailingnese family in Medan? So the object of this study is to analyze the pictures influence the endangerment of Mandailing language in Medan, to describe how endangerment language on Mandailingnese family in Medan. The scope of the study is it is limited to investigate through the language use of Mandailingnese family in Medan, specifically at Phuket Strait. The significance of the study, theoretically, the study is considered to enrich the theories of language blending, especially language endangered Mandailing on Mandailingnese family at Phuket Strait, Medan. Practically, it is useful for Mandailingnese to use Mandailing language in their daily communications to support the maintenance of Mandailing language, especially in Medan. Village theories, language endangerment. Holmes 2001 state the language generally refers to the process by which one language displaces another in linguistic repertoire of a community. An endangered language means a escape or displacement of one minority language mother tongue to a language of wider society, and the other domains in which language shift occurs may be differ for different individual and different groups, but gradually over time the language wider displaces the minority language mother tongue. There are some factors which is influence the endangerment of the language, such as bilingualism, migrations, economic, social, political, demographic, value, and attitude. As Pismo 1991 states that language endangerment usually occurs in a speech community whose native language are threatened because of their intergenerational continuity is proceeding negatively with viewer user or use every generations. Okay, I will explain about the some factors responsible for the endangered language. The first one is bilingualism. Bilingualism is the practice of the alternatively using two languages. It also influence the endanger of the language. And then migration. The potential factors of a language safe or language endangered to occur among vernaculars in Medan relate to rural-urban migration that encourage the use of language of the wider society and that consequently lost the province in the original mother tongue. The political pictures in these political pictures, actually, in political Mandailingnese often sends their children to school with the medium of literal instruction by using Indonesian language. There is a pressure from the teachers and schoolmates to speak Indonesian language in the school. Finally, they are more fluency in Indonesian language rather than in their mother tongue and Mandailingnese language. And demographic factors in demographic pursuit also influence the endangerment of the language. And the last is the attitude, and the value. People are highly value their vernacular. They have not afford to maintain the vernacular. At least, when given the ability, the speaking is a vernacular for them. The research design was using quantitative method where the data collected and analyzed through the survey. The instruments were data collection, art, interview, questionnaire, and documentation. The place of the research at Phuket Strait of North Sumatra, Medan Tumbung. The subject is Mandailingnese family at Phuket Strait in Medan, and the population sample consists of 15 samples with stratified sampling based on generation level. They are divided into three: teenager, adults, and parents level. Techniques of collecting data by using questionnaire survey or semi-open question. There is still a possibility additional answer. The question list was distributed to the participant and complete the questionnaire into data, and the data is ready to be processed. The technique of analyzing data, the scale of measurement to analyze in this research use nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio scale. You can see from the scale of measurement, if they are using Mandailing language, consists of 51% till 100%, we consider that there is no endangered language. But if it is start from the 0% till 50%, it considers that there is endangered language. Okay, the result finding we can see from this table. We can see we divided into some categories based on gender, age, occupation, education, place of birth. In gender, consists of 15 people, 6 male and 9 female. Okay, I can mention it one by one. You can see from this table. And the ability to speak language used by grandfather, grandmother, father, mother, and language used to siblings. So at last, from the question of language is the siblings of the sample 5, the answer is to speak Mandailing language to brother and sister. Finally, from the all of the table, it can be concluded that the use of Mandailing language in parent level, the total are 90%. So the percentage of Mandailingnese people who use Mandailing language is 51% till 100%, and it is considered that there is no endangered language in parents level. In conclusion, teenager level, there was 30% samples who use Mandailing language in family. In adult level, there was 45% who use Mandailing language in family. And in parents level, there was no language endangerment because the percentage of the calculation is 90%. So in the other word, there is no endangered language just in parents level. Okay, I think that's all about my presentation today. And thank you for watching. See you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.